Oh, hi, I'm Brandon. I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Tyler Shaw, and I'm okay with Hallmark Christmas movies.
And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host his podcast.
He loves it.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Tyler, what'd you think? What'd you think?
That jingle is worth a lot of money, you guys. That is some solid stuff.
Now
Yeah.
I know we're talking to the Canadian Christmas Prince.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty big deal for all of us.
Yes.
I know that you put out Christmas music every year. You do a little something. If you want us to be on next year's
You just let us
song,
know.
You can
make our deal, I bet. I bet you can make it.
Let's
there goes
let's
that
talk
internet.
afterwards. You know what? Let's take that jingle you did and make it into a full song, and we got ourselves a nice little diddle there.
Man, he's so kind. You know, you hear, if you've not yet gone to Spotify or wherever you listen to music and looked up Tyler Shaw and listened to his Christmas music, do that now. Come back and listen to this because it's amazing. I mean,
Wow.
this new rendition of Silent Night.
Yeah.
I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
It is.
You gotta listen to
You
this.
think you've heard Silent Night every way you can hear Silent Night, and you're done with it.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean,
flipped it on its head.
yeah, what this guy's doing, and then for him to have to hear us sing, kind of brutal. But
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Let's not bury the lead. Tyler Shaw's with us today on
He's
Deck the
with us.
Hallmark.
Tyler, welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Now, you have a new vinyl out. It is a red vinyl, a Tyler Shaw Christmas.
That means Brand's going to buy it. That's right.
I love vinyl. I love
Okay.
colorful vinyl.
Yes.
Very excited about this. Tell the people about a Tyler Shaw Christmas and how kind of this collection of songs came together. Because my understanding is that it's kind of come together over the past few years.
Yeah, like I've been releasing one Christmas song for the past like 7 years. And then it wasn't until probably 2 or 3 years ago when we decided to just like package it all together and make an album out of it and just call it a Tyler Shaw Christmas. And this year, yeah, it's a big year. It's like finally wrapped with a bow and made into a vinyl record. So there, I can't even remember, 12, 13 tracks on the album. Nice little thing to put on and have a little nice cup of wine and cocoa and snuggle up to your partner and have a good night.
Now, the press release here, it says Canada's Prince of Christmas.
Yeah.
Did you come up with that?
How
Be
much do you
honest,
love
how did
hearing
that?
that?
How'd that come?
Do you make people call you that when you walk in a room?
Because you did make
Oh,
us
you bet.
call it.
You bet. Yeah.
Yeah. What? How'd
No.
that come to be?
I honestly have no idea. It was organic, and I'm not joking right now.
Yeah.
I think one of my team members said, or saw it online or something like that happened. I have no idea how I got that title, and then a magazine picked it up. Can't remember which magazine it was. I think it was Vibe, maybe. And they put it on the front cover of their magazine with the title Prince of Christmas. So I think that made it official. And
Yeah.
I have yet to call Bublé and say, the crown is still yours. You're still the king, but there's a prince in town, and we'll have to talk about it. Actually.
True Canadian fashion for him
That's
to be
true.
like,
I
just
know.
go ahead and concede to Bublé. Whereas
Yeah.
if the American would be like, I mean,
Just take it.
I'm the second king.
I
You
mean,
know
I
what
think we could put you two in a ring, and just kind of have you guys duke it out with Christmas songs. I
Oh
think
my
that would
God,
be-
I would
Go
pay.
head
How
to
much is
head?
that ticket? I'm here for that.
That's pretty funny. That's actually really fun. And I concede only because I'm a huge fan of Bublé. I have so much respect for him. So that's the only reason why I'm like, all right.
I don't know, man.
Fight him out of respect.
That's
of
right.
Course.
Yeah.
We're
But
gonna battle
also,
out of respect.
like seriously, the Tyler Shaw Christmas music. Don't
Yeah.
sleep on it,
Yeah,
guys. like
absolutely.
it's as good as
Thank
it
you.
gets. It's
Thank you, guys.
fantastic.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
13 songs on the album, from What Christmas Means to Me all the way to Old Lang Syne. Do you have a favorite on the album, a version, a Christmas song that you did a version of that you're like, I really like the way that this turned out?
I actually really like the song I released this year, What Christmas Means to Me. I threw this on my Instagram too. I tried actually one other version, which is like more like the Silent Night version that's on the record, but I decided against it. And then I landed on what you're hearing now, which is on the album. And I've been rehearsing all week for tour as well, and when that song comes on, I get so happy. It's just very energetic and very fun to sing and dance around, and that would probably be one of my favorites on the energetic side. But it's hard for me to pick because another one of my favorites is Maybe This Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is a cover. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with that one too. Sits in a really good pocket in my voice, and it's just fun to play and fun to listen to. That one's like your easy listening wind down song. Wind down, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we were talking about the pocket. We were like,
we
that's
were
right,
in, yeah.
right in Ty's
right in
pocket.
when we recorded we said as soon as I heard it, I was like, man, this is feels like Ty's always in the pocket, but this pocket.
I feel like we're in the pocket.
It's a hot pocket.
You are going on tour. It looks like all of Canada, and
we're down here in South Carolina.
What do we got to do? What do we got to do to get you down to Greenville, South Carolina? What do we got to do to make that happen?
Man, I should just hop on a flight right now and just be there for the holidays.
Let's go.
I mean, it's a great city to spend the holidays in. You're not. I mean, it's a great little city. It's like a Hallmark town. I really think Greenville, South Carolina would love you.
They would.
I would love it if
We'll make it.
I've never been.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Stop selling.
I feel like we could make that. I mean, like after the statue downtown gets
After I
built,
get my
we've been in
statue.
contact with the mayor.
Do you imagine Tyler Shaw at the Peace Center? Man,
Of course.
try and stop me.
That'd be real nice.
It'd be the one.
That'd be real nice. I have one more record-related question, which is the red vinyl. Did you? I know you're not excited about the red vinyl.
The red
I am
vinyl.
excited about the red vinyl.
With that cover.
Did you? How many variations did we look through before we landed on the red vinyl? It's a very nice red vinyl.
It is.
It was not complicated at all. It was like, it's Christmas. We should probably not make it plain black and make it a little bit more festive and go with red. So that's literally how the conversation went.
That is the Canadian way of saying, Brand, stupid question, Brand.
Than he's ever talked about it right now. This is right now more
Well, I
than he's
just
ever
think
talked
maybe
about.
the next
Nice.
we could do a little maybe like a green swirl in it. Like, let's talk variations here.
Fair. I think it was just whatever's the cheapest. Honestly, I have no idea. I didn't go past red. And actually, someone did ask me, why didn't you do a different color? And I said, well, if I were to do purple or something, like, it would just be weird for Christmas. So this is not the first time I've been talking about the color of the vinyl.
See?
So
He's just here to make people feel better. Is all he is.
It's okay. He's the Canadian Christmas prince.
That's what he's.
Tyler Shaw Christmas is out right now.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's fantastic. We've been listening to it in the office.
It's been fantastic. It's so
very
good.
nice. For the last, we've been listening to your Christmas stuff for the past 2 seasons.
That's
so
right.
It's been a staple here in the office. We love it. And we're thrilled that you're joining us today to talk about, we said, let's get the Canadian in here. We'll talk about the Irish movie. It'll be a lot of
Everybody
fun.
wins here. Yeah.
Tyler, what is your history with Hallmark Christmas movies? I know you don't get the Hallmark channel up there, but there are channels that play the movies. What's your history there?
that's right. It's very new for me. I've actually auditioned for a bunch of Hallmark movies.
Really?
Wow.
I have, yes, but I have yet to land something. And the feedback is always like, you're too serious, like you're too like I'm like playing the role, and I think I've got it now. If I get another audition for next year, Hallmark's cheesy, super cheesy.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna want something a little bit more that lane. Whereas I'm like doing character work, and I feel like I don't need to for a Hallmark movie.
That's
Yeah.
Well, why wait? Let's do it right now. Give us your best love declaration on tape, and then we'll send it off.
We'll send it on
to Hallmark,
We'll
and we'll see what we can do. So I we didn't send you any lines,
Hallmark version.
but
Yeah, Hallmark version.
Yes, what you think Hallmark would like with a little love declaration, and then we'll I mean, it's out of our hands, but we'll send it off for you. So
You got it. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, hi. Are you from here? No, where are you from? Oh my gosh, I grew up there. Yeah. No, I don't live here either. I actually live out of town, but can I get your number?
wow,
All right,
I like
I'll
that.
talk to you later.
Wow,
I mean,
that's pretty good.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Pretty impressive. Tyler Shaw, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Big slice of cheese there for you.
He'll be in next year's Christmas movie. It's happening, everybody.
There you
I
go.
said no.
There you go.
Let's talk. 'Tis the
Wait.
season.
So what happened?
Sorry.
What happened? Did you?
Oh
call
no,
it?
yeah. They'll end up together.
Okay. Cool. Phew.
Oh, for
Before
sure.
we move
For
on,
sure.
Actually, no, I'm going to wait till the wait. I have something in my notes that makes no sense at all. And I just want to ask you
I
guys
can't
about
wait.
it.
I
But
love
I'm
when
sure
that
it's a wait
happens. I love
what,
when
so
that
we'll get
happens.
there. Yeah.
Love it. Love
Let's
it.
talk about 'Tis the Season to Be Irish. It originally aired on Hallmark on November 10th, 2024. And in case you didn't see it, here's what happened. It went a little something like this. Rose Walsh is a home renovator who insists on being present anytime there's a showing of one of her properties. She makes a big entrance. I'm Rose Walsh. Bow to me. She's interested in a cottage in Ireland and puts an offer in to a man named Sean, though her approach is unnecessarily spicy, if you ask me. When she arrives in Ireland, Sean recognizes her on the streets and tries to talk to her, but she is immediately wary, as stranger danger. She later shows up to the cottage only to be shocked that she discovers that Sean is the same guy from the city. She declares that she's going to flip this house, and he says, over my dead body, you're going to be flipping this house. But also, maybe let's just look at the house. And they go to see the house, and to her dismay, the house is an absolute disaster. She has been house fished, as she says. Sean tells her, you should have read the fine print. I tried to tell you, and she's left feeling discouraged. Things take an unexpected turn when she discovers that Sean essentially runs the town. He is everything from fire marshal to local real estate agent. Although Rose is dead set against selling the house at first, the townspeople are eager for her to do it because they want the house back. This is our baby. We don't want it to flip and kind of change the way that the town has been. Sean offers to help make the situation right. As Rose works on fixing the house, Sean spends as much time with her as possible. They go out drinking, they stay up all night, and somehow manage to form fully functioning sentences. Things are going well for them. They eventually agree that what the house really needs, more than a functioning roof or real repairs, is a Christmas tree. And to be honest with you, once they get the Christmas tree, the rest of the house is done. So they were able to get it to showings, and a couple shows up and they express interest in this house. When they ask why she's selling, she admits, I don't know. Maybe she wants to stay after all. In a wild twist, a woman who turns out to be a famous pop star who's recently cut her hair and is staying in this town.
Just broke up with a football player?
Just broke up with a football player. Confides in her and tells her who she is. And I thought that was actually going to be a much bigger part of the story, so that's why I included it. But who can say? Rose struggles with whether or not she should sell the house to this couple once she finds out that they're going to flip it. Sean keeps urging her to make a decision, not only because the buyers are pushing for an answer, but because he's also super into her. During a romantic picnic, they almost kiss, but Rose says she needs more time to figure out what she's going to do. On the day of the big cold plunge, you know the one, Rose arrives and tells Sean that she's found a home, not with the cottage, but with him. He tells her that they don't even have to stay in Ireland, honestly. I can go anywhere with you. They head to the water for the cold plunge. They share a kiss, and they run into the water together and die. I don't know about that last part. And that, my friends, was 'Tis the Season to Be Irish.
We did it.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. And we will break this movie down with Tyler Shaw. He's the Canadian Christmas himself. You heard about that?
Unbelievable. Of all the Great White North, it's crazy.
I know. Here on Deck
Take
the
the
Hallmark. What's going on with your chair?
This thing is up and down. This is like,
What do you
I'm
mean
on
it's up and down?
I'm on like a broken elevator, I guess.
What's wrong
It's
with
just
it?
Broken escalator,
there's
still
something-
stairs. You're fine
Just
there.
stairs, yeah.
You do seem small today.
I'm down way low now.
Very
I can't
small.
even reach this microphone.
We're back. Tyler Shaw
Dan's
is
such a
with us. It's time to break down 'Tis the Season to Be Irish. And
Happen all the time now.
No.
let's do this. Let's start with a hot take. Tyler, since you're newer to the network, I'm going to let Brian show you how it's done. I'm going to let
Thank you.
Brian give the first hot take
my God.
and kind of
do it.
showcase how you how you do this.
Yeah, this is
and
how it's
then
done.
and then we'll throw it
Okay.
to you. Brian, what did you
Yeah.
think about this movie?
Oh, this was okay for me, Brant. Just okay, unfortunately.
That means it's terrible.
I feel like the movie was competently made, written, some nice scenery there, but just like I was kind of bored a little bit, but wee bit bored,
What?
as they say.
A wee bit bored.
The-
a wee bit bored.
a wee bit bored.
Pint of Guinness
The
and a
thing
slab of boredom.
As the thing that was interesting to me was not the main storyline. It was the recently widowed woman coming to her late husband's small Irish town to spread his ashes and honor his life, meeting new people. Like that whole part of it, I thought was actually should have been the main story. I thought that was great. Christmas time, she meets all these new friends. Her family eventually, her kids eventually show up to join her to spread the ashes, which was a wait what that I can't wait to get to. But yeah, I don't know. The whole time I'm just like, let's get back to this lady and like what she's like having a second part of her life here that's just starting out. It's kind of sad for the holidays, so I guess maybe that's a reason we didn't get it as the main story. But I feel like we could have figured that out. So yeah, just not a favorite for me for the year, unfortunately. For the record, I do want to say I think I'm leaning anti-preservation after this one. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's
Wow.
that's
You're
where I'm
That is
against preserving
that's a hot
historical
take.
I
landmarks.
think I'm more anti-preservation than pro after this one. Yeah.
All right. So Tyler, that's not how it's done. Take it away. What did you think of "'Tis the Season to Be Irish"?
It was. I'm kind of agree with Brian here. It was okay. You don't watch Hallmark movies to get like really into the nitty gritty, right? You watch it for the romance and for the cheesiness, right? That's what you watch a Hallmark Christmas movie for. That's right. So I agree with you, Brian. That story could be a brilliant spinoff, but not in a Hallmark fashion way. I think it could be a lot more interesting, a lot more dark even.
Yeah.
Who knows? But no, starting right off the top, with her entrance at the showing that she did with her friend there, and then really things just sped up and she, I'm going to Ireland. That was way too fast for me. That was a really aggressive approach on going to a different country, buying real estate, gonna flip that. But maybe it happens. I don't know.
Not with our kind of money. Maybe with her kind of money, but on our
The
salary, I
dollar's
don't-
down, man. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't just.
Yeah. You can't just do that. But yeah, the whole interaction with Sean right off the top, like him seeing on the street, of course, like it's all predictable, this stuff. It's just, you could within the first 5-10 minutes, you can kind of already lay out the land of what's going to happen in the movie. At least the ending of it. But yeah, it was okay. I appreciated some moments of romance and love and affection. But it, I fell asleep halfway through. I had to rewind it and rewatch it a little bit more.
That'll happen. Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome
Yeah.
to the show.
Man, it's a classic Canadian thumbs down situation. That's what that was.
I agree with all that's been said. It was a snoozer. And I hate to say it. And listen, you can have a snoozer at Christmas time and save it with a lot of Christmas, and the Christmas in this was also underwhelming. So overall, a bit of a bad time. I will say this: shout out to Lamb Chop, and a wonderful addition to this movie is a sheep named Lamb Chop. And I
Name
had
a
a
cow
thought.
steak.
I had a thought. What if Lamb Chop had a lamp shop? And it was
Ooh,
Lamb Chop's lamp
Lamp
shop.
yeah.
That's right.
And I don't really know what to do with that aside from put it out into the
Let's keep
universe.
workshopping it.
Let's keep just trying new things, because I think that there could be something about a sheep named Lamb Chop who has a lamp shop. And again, just do with that what you will. So that's how good this movie was. Is I went on a whole
Lamb Chop's
sidebar,
lamp shop.
imagining. I wonder what it would be like if Lamb
You bought
Chop.
that domain, right?
It is.
Okay.
Oh, don't try to snag it. Don't try to snag it, everybody. It's mine. Dan, what do you think about "'Tis the Season to Be Irish"?
I'm starting to think that like Hallmark is out for Ireland. Like they're trying to make it look like the worst place on the like
Because all the
Ireland
Ireland movies are bad. Is that what
is
you're saying?
unequivocally beautiful, and the movies we get in Ireland are typically just terrible, and this may be the worst of them. It is like our guest fell asleep, Brand. I don't know if you heard that. Like if I didn't have to do this for a job, This was brutal, guys. I mean, the designer buying a house sight unseen. One, if you flip houses for a living, would never. Leaving at a moment's notice, no way. Everything that happens after that, save for Lamb Chop and his
lamp
veritable lamp shop,
We'll work on
is just nonsensical. It is brutal. We don't care. The scenes, the sweeping camera shots of Ireland still are great, but I'm starting to wonder, like, this can't be good for Ireland's tourism. Like, I like every time I see a movie set in Ireland, it's bad. It's a bad movie. And this movie,
Yeah.
but Brian, if Brian's like, this one really didn't work for me, that is devastating.
Tyler, you ever been to Ireland?
No, I haven't.
Do you
but
want to
I've
go now?
I've heard.
or-
Well, I've always wanted to go because of the whiskey, but I've never
Yeah.
wanted to go because of
The lamb chop.
what I just watched. Yeah.
The lamb
Now,
chops.
my I don't know if we're gonna get into this, but I have a few Irish friends. Are those accents to you guys? Are those real?
I
You
gotta
think?
be honest. I thought the leading guy's accent did not sound authentic, and then I looked him up, and his name was like Ian, but
Yeah.
spelled the Irish way, like
Yeah, well, there you
Yoan. And I
Okay.
was like,
So that
he
checks
is
out.
from there. He is from
but
there.
I read like he's done a lot of stuff in America and North
So maybe it's
America.
rubbed off. And
So maybe he's like spent most of his life in Canada, and the Irish is not
What it
what
used to
you would
be.
think. Yes, the accents were a little whack-a-mole. They were a little all over the place
Yeah.
for me. Yeah,
that's
I
fair.
agree. I agree.
yeah.
Let's get to the feels. What gave us Christmas feels, or future entrepreneurial
Sure.
venture feels, whatever it is. Brian, what gave you feels? in
Yeah,
this one?
when she arrived at the hotel and she got an advent calendar as a welcome gift, I thought, what a great gift as for a hotel to give. Because if you're there multiple days, it's a great way to find things going on in the city or town that you're in, and it's a cool, memorable thing for that hotel. So really, really great. I thought that was a really good moment. And
You
also,
know what gift I would give people upon checking in?
a lamp?
Tyler Shaw's vinyl.
Tyler, yeah,
The red vinyl?
Tyler Shaw's
Yeah.
Christmas, yeah, of course.
I would do it.
Obviously. It should be in the
Yes.
bedroom on
Yeah.
a record player playing.
As they
Like-
walk in.
Yes.
It would be perfect because we'd have that playing, obviously in the lobby of the hotel, and
Yeah.
so people are like, "What is this music?" It's like, "Well, I've got news for you. You checking in? Here's a vinyl."
Come on in.
I mean, win-win.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you can buy the
How are you
lamp.
guys as marketing managers here? And
Listen, yeah, and as good as we are as this, the lamp shop is gonna succeed. I mean,
It is. It is. It is for sure. Tyler, anything in this movie give you feels aside from sleepy times?
sleepy times. There was a couple things, like the wishing tree part was kind of sentimental, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to family members and all that. But I'm a hopeless romantic at heart, so two things that caught my heart, I guess. When Sean just went for a walk to say hi to Rose. He didn't drive, and he just was going for a walk and decided to pop in. I thought that was pretty nice of him to do. And then right at the end, obviously, when Rose is saying that she found a home in Sean, that was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. So those two things touched my heart a little bit.
If I'm Sean though, I'm being like, so are you selling?
So
the
are
house
you
cottage
selling,
though? 'Cause,
staying?
like,
What are we-
if I'm you, I don't know. I didn't agree to that. Yeah. So obviously the sheep, and I don't mean to keep harping on Lamb Chop, but the star of the movie, and I think we all agree, is this
sheep for all of
is
us,
a
yeah.
sheep. It's a fantastic sheep. And then also the cold plunge at the end. Something I found out in this movie is there
Fun
are
fact time with
fun fact
Brian.
is apparently there are cold plunge specific jackets. Did you notice that one jacket that lady was wearing? It was
No.
like it had a brand on it, and I looked up
Really?
the brand, and it's for getting your body ready for cold plunge.
Wow.
So she's super prepared
not
for
notice
that.
that.
And you learn something new every day.
Pros pro.
A pro's pro when it comes to the cold plunge.
if we had hotel gift feels, sheep feels, and
Walk feels.
cold plunge jacket
Someone
feels.
taking a
I
walk.
think you know that I searched my heart and found nothing.
Yeah, I think
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, dry robe. Dry robe's the company.
Dry
Thanks, Aaron, for
robe.
looking that up. Dry robe. The world's most versatile change poncho. Look at all these people getting ready to
Cold
go
plunge.
out there,
What are
get
we doing
changed.
here?
They're not a sponsor. They're not a sponsor. I'm not trying to.
So that's dryroad.com.
I can't
promo
tell you-
code DECK at checkout.
I can't tell you anything
while
about
you're
this
listening
company.
to Tyler Shaw's music.
Look at all these people taking their jackets
plunge.
off. That was a really intense video that they have
Yeah,
on their website.
Aaron put it up on the screen. It's just a picture of a bunch of torsos deroping. Thanks, Aaron.
Not appropriate.
2:30 in the afternoon. Get your crap together.
That's right. That's definitely a after dark situation, guys. Let's
Oh boy.
chill.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
chill.
Oh,
Let's chill.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
Oh, we're having
Tee
fun
up that
here.
before they do.
Yeah, let's all take a break. Let's all go during this break and buy a Dry Robe and Tyler Shaw's vinyl, and then we'll come back and we'll get to the
We'll
way
recreate the commercial.
That's right. All of us will be de-roping on the other side of the break. File it out to GTH. We'll be right back here on Deck the Hallmark. Oh, hey, all you sick perverts that came back from the derobing.
Try to use
You
promo
weirdos.
code DECK on that website, you freaks.
It's not that kind of show today. We
Not
got
that
Tyler. We
kind
got
of
the Canadian
show.
Christmas
Come
Prince
on,
song.
you wouldn't have signed up
A
for
little
that.
respect.
Hey, Bryn, do you know what this movie was good for aside from nothing? It was the
Oh, you're talking about this game? The Christmas movie Magic?
Oh, you're right.
I will
Yes.
say, Aaron,
Yes.
you were watching this movie and you were bored out of your mind, but you were playing Christmas movie Magic, and it kind of kept you into it.
Engaged.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I had you muted. I couldn't even.
muted.
Go ahead.
No, we started watching this movie in the office this morning, and I was about to leave. I was like, I love Ireland. This
You were
movie is-
offended.
Offensive.
This movie is
Yeah.
ruining Ireland for
Yes.
me. Leprechaun's not offensive to my heritage. This movie is offensive to my
Right.
heritage.
That's a look of the Irish.
But then we started seeing more and more of those cards from Christmas Movie Magic, and
There it is.
Brian had already seen it and told me, "Hey, those tricky cards, Advent Calendar and Nativity."
Mistletoe.
We gotta
Nativity.
send you. We gotta send you
Yeah.
one of these, Tyler. It's our card
So
game that
I
we
started
put out.
playing, and I became locked in.
Oh, amazing.
So
We put this card game out with Fink and Fink Games. It's a fun game to play, a card game to play while you're watching these movies. And even if they're kind of a little bit of a snooze fest, you can play this game with your friends and family, and it keeps you engaged. It's a really, really fun time.
Yeah.
So, Christmas Movie
That's a
Magic.
great. Love
we
that.
Should
Yeah.
do a bundle. We should get the game and
Ooh,
the
red,
vinyl.
red vinyl.
Vinyl, yeah.
Have your folks at Sony.
All coming together.
call our folks.
Yeah.
It'll be really great.
Don't forget the dry road.
Oh, the dry
That's-
robe.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
The dry
That-
robe.
we're
Of
still
course, we're
working
not
on
going to
that.
forget the dry
No,
robe.
or the lamp.
Look at Tyler with callbacks. I love this guy. Tyler, can you be here every day? to do this one?
That's gonna happen. Let's get to the wait what. It's where we talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? Brian, anything stick out to you?
Yeah, I don't mean to pile on, but Ireland just so green at Christmas time. So green and lush and just did. I was watching
Yeah.
and I looked up.
Spring has sprung
Yeah, man.
over the holidays.
I was looking at pictures of Ireland at Christmas time while watching this movie. I'm like, this is not the place.
no,
I mean, it's
no.
the place, but it's not. It's not right.
No.
It wasn't right. She did all that renovation without water and heat, huh?
Yeah, it's impressive.
Huh?
It's impressive.
Okay.
She's a trooper.
You
Okay,
can't open
okay.
you can't open a can of paint without needing water to like.
Yeah,
You make
yeah.
a mess. And paint won't dry. I don't know if you heard about this. If it's too cold, you need some temperature that's up there a little bit. It's just a weird thing to be like, I have no heat, no electricity. I did all of this, no water. I did all of this, pristine. A bit much. They went real hard. And her friend says to her on the phone, sign the papers and move away, or stay and marry him. That's it. Two
Those
options.
yeah, just not true.
Yeah, so there's a few options in there.
There's so many things in between those two. It's like so many.
Yeah, so it was
Like,
just,
which dry robe will I purchase?
That's right.
Yeah,
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 of course.
right.
At dryrobe.com.
yeah.
Will
promo
we
code
go
DECK.
with the red vinyl or the purple vinyl? These are all choices.
There's only red. Tyler Shaw said so.
Yeah, but he had the choice, is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And he
there
went
were
with red.
choices.
Yes.
The last
some
one
are saying safe choice. That's all
very
I'm saying.
safe. Festive choice.
Still a great choice.
The last one was the fact that the widow, she brought her ashes to Ireland to spread, and she was prepared to, and hadn't had the ability to yet. She wasn't quite ready, and then her kids showed up. So what if she had done it already, and then the kids showed
What
up
if
like,
she-
Mom, what the
yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
We were all
What
here
if
for
she
the
just
ashes.
tossed those bad boys on the first day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been tough.
So
No,
she's
they
like,
know
something-
you know
something-
your mom. You know your mom's going to
something
drag her
doesn't-
feet on that
Yeah.
situation.
Something doesn't feel
This-
right.
this-
What is it? Oh, my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dives into the side story that gets a lot deeper. We got to find out more about her.
Yeah,
She didn't
we
want
do.
the kids there. I get that vibe. Like she did not want them there.
This is my moment.
That story belonged in this movie less than lamb chop.
Well,
like it.
what
Like
about his
I
lamb chop?
just.
What about Tyler? Anything stick out to you in this movie as a wait what? What's going on here?
Yeah, I had no idea mistletoe grew on trees. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
I
was
didn't
a-
know that it
that
grew
was a-
on the side of it like that, like on the bark.
The way that they
Yeah.
got mistletoe was a new thing for me. I 100% was
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, super confused. I googled it later. It just grows on random trees. It's not like a mistletoe tree. Like mistletoe just like attacks trees. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, some might say it's hemiparasitic is what you were telling me
I would
That's
say
right.
it's
You were
hemiparasitic, and I would say
Yeah.
kind of, and also the act of the kiss under the mistletoe is also a bit of a hemiparasitic.
Little parasitic.
Like, hey, like yeah, it'll grow whether you want it to or not. This person's going to kiss you whether you want him to or not. Maybe we
Interesting.
shouldn't do mistletoe anymore.
Huh.
Fascinating. Bit of a
That's a hot take right there.
Yeah. look at that.
The I think you mentioned this earlier, but it was on my list of things. But the fact that they were out drinking and then they were up till the sunrise.
Yeah.
Oh my
and they were like-
gosh.
Yeah, like just normal. It's all good. Not tired. Not really haggard.
Never.
Just like
Never again.
routine in the afternoon.
Well, that's
They
the
were-
thing
What?
about the Irish beer is it doesn't affect you
That's
at all.
right. That's what
it's
it
just
is.
like it's
They
yes.
walk out of that bar like they've been drinking like whole milk. Like they walk out of that bar like they were just like it was just a fine evening of revelry. You know what I mean? Like you don't stay at a bar until the sun comes up and walk out like
Pumped up,
we don't
ready
need
to
it.
work.
Whatever. Yeah, everything
Get
was
some
good.
power
Everything was
tools.
good.
Go
You
get
know,
some power
you go
tools.
and you light something on fire. You light lamb chop on fire.
Yeah,
That's what you
you
do.
do after that. Yes.
Speaking of on fire, towards the end there was a candle in the
good.
window,
Yes.
right, and the curtains were like literally right beside.
Oh no.
So, like that's for sure gonna catch fire. Like
100%.
that's
Was she trying to
Shouldn't have
burn the
done
house
that.
down? Maybe.
Maybe it was
Maybe-
a
probably.
Yeah.
maybe it was
Yeah.
a fake candle that they bought at Lamb Shop.
You sell candles now too.
He sells them all.
Wow. That's a lamp.
Lighting
Definitely.
and anything. Yeah, any types of lights.
Any type
Wow.
of
It's like
light.
a lamp emporium.
It's like a
Yes.
lamp emporium.
You
That's
would call it a
exactly
lamp shop though. It doesn't work.
Ambiance. Yeah.
shop. Yeah.
Stupid. Sorry, guys.
What
Sorry.
do you think?
It was
Sorry.
dumb. You're dumb.
Window emporium's the only one I know about.
Anything else, Tyler?
With the desk.
The renovations for me just went by too fast. I think she was on day 16, so just over 2 weeks, and she completely finished everything
So
by
impressive.
And
herself.
we only really see her do like the paint samples and
Yeah.
put up a tree, and then it's
right.
like it's
Yeah.
ready. Let's show some folks.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah,
She's good.
it was all. Yeah, she must be. I'll hire her.
She's really good. She's really good. I have a few. One, they're making some food. I don't know who's in charge of the sound effects over at Hallmark this year, but it's getting out of hand, guys. They're making some food and they're stirring, and I
Ugh.
kid you not, the sound effect. I actually pulled it from the movie. Here's the sound effect live. I hated it. Ew! Get out of here with
that
that.
one more
Do
time,
any.
Yeah, we got it. Wow.
I
We're gonna
didn't
get
like it.
copyrighted if you do it.
I know. I don't usually pull clips because I don't want to get pulled, but that was necessary.
That's actually you taking your dry robe off.
how'd you know? You know me well. You know me well.
Oh, man.
right off.
So we do see her putting the paint samples. She's like put three strips on the inside wall or whatever. She walks outside. He comes walking up. He's like, "So you're working on paint, huh? Were you peeking through the window? Like she was doing that inside. I don't know how he knew. I don't know if he smelled the smell of paint. Is that the smell of cold paint in the air? Yeah. I don't know how he knew it, but it's unfortunate. And last but not least, I love this moment so much. They do the Christmas tree. They put the lights on, and she's like, "There's no electricity. What are we gonna do?" And he's like, whoop-ah! Big old portable battery that he has had in his hand for who knows how long. Somehow she didn't see it. I thought we were going to get a brand name. I thought it was going to be a sponsorship deal, a dry robe, if you will. No, but he had somehow he had it in his hand and she didn't know. Or it was just like a wonderful, how are you to light a Christmas tree with no electricity? So glad
Always be
you
prepared.
asked, Rose.
Yeah.
Whoop-ah! It was
Bam.
wonderful. I loved it. Dana?
Yeah, this guy is Norman Bates.
Yeah?
That's enough. This guy is Norman Bates. He belongs in a horror movie. He has lured a woman to town under the false pretense of lodging. He then has to stay at the hotel. He has a weird relationship with his mother. He brings battery generators to renovations. He does that weird counterclockwise thing or clockwise thing. He's terrifying. Just in general, this lead is terrifying and should be looked into for criminal activity. Let's talk about the renovation briefly, shall we? I'm not someone that renovates homes, but I'm pretty sure she's going out of order. Like, if the roof is broken on your house, you don't repaint it. Like, you have
On
to
the inside.
Yeah, you don't because the roof is broken.
Yeah.
You're going to have problems when the weather gets bad. And I don't know if you know about Ireland, but occasionally
Yeah, a little misty.
you might get a little rain in Ireland.
Especially next to the ocean.
Like, the paint is like the last thing you would do. Like, she is in this crap hole and she's like, I'm going to put a fresh coat of paint on this bad boy. You got to like check for all this damage she talks about in this movie, like water damage, mold damage. You have to fix all of that before you can just slap a coat of paint on this thing. But it seems like she's like, well, let's dive right in with the aesthetics. Let's make it look good. It'll still be a crap hole, but then it'll look good.
You listen. You can't go from I got house fish to perfectly renovated house in 14 days by yourself.
No,
you weren't house.
Then you
fish.
didn't get house
You did
fish.
great.
Yeah,
you did
great
do
deal. Honestly,
Yeah, and also
Sorry.
let's not. She's selling the house for what she paid for it, which means she's taking a bath on
She's
this
taking a
thing.
bath.
Like an absolute bath. She bought it for 20,000 euro. She's put Lord knows how many euro into it. I don't know what a euro is. She put like so much into it,
3.
and then she's going to sell it for 20,000 euro. And then she has the audacity to get angry that they're going to flip it. Of course they are, lady. You did all the work.
Yeah.
You did all the flipping aside from the flipping. Like, you didn't make any money off of it. You're a professional house flipper. You'd think that you wouldn't sell it. Like, you wouldn't lose money on it, but
Brian, did you say that 20,000 euros is $3? Is that what you just tried to push?
oh, then I'm buying a house.
It's something
Yeah,
around
so-
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's around there.
Yeah,
You got to round up.
We
Yeah.
did talk about leaving the bar of fully sober minded, and they say the sun is about to come up. It's pitch black, dark
Oh,
outside,
so-
whatever.
so dark.
But then they walk to her home, and by that point, the sun is like blaring. It's not coming
Passed
up
up.
over the. It's 9 or 10 in the morning. Like, what kind of walk are we talking about here? It's like a 5-hour walk to get over there. And then, guys, we see a lot on the Hallmark Channel, and they've fixed one of their big problems from the last decade, which is the empty mug. There's still a lot of empty mugs on Hallmark, but when you're using an empty mug, it's really important you hold it up here. Because if you're watching on Philo, because now, unless you see me just flinging it all around, you don't know that it's empty.
Right.
If you have an empty mug and you hold it like this, everyone's going to know it's empty. And in this movie, our leading guy holds a mug at a 45-degree angle where you just get to see that there's nothing in it. Like, dude, you can't hold it down by your waist and show everybody that the mug is empty. Like, get it up here and like try to fool somebody. Like, do the best you
That's
can
a
with what
pretty
you
cool
got.
holding my cream
Nice
mug.
mug.
Where'd you get that?
Oh yeah. You mean deckthehallmark.com/shop?
Yeah.
You can get this holding my cream mug right here.
There you go.
This
Great.
is, and it's 16 ounces. Some of those coffee mugs are too small.
It's a
You
real
can pick
nice
whatever
mug.
size you
16-ounce
want.
mug.
Dan,
great.
people on Philo
that.
obviously saw you doing this. I thought there was an 85% chance there was still water in your mug.
You were doing
and
such a good
You
job.
were gonna. I was expecting to
Anyone
get
was gonna
splashed
throw
with.
it on
Yeah, just like that.
So-
Because it feels like a thing you would knowingly do. You have a cup full of water and you're gonna splash it all over me. I won't. I
Yeah,
won't
okay.
to you.
Yours is full
But
of water.
it's-
I know
mean,
it is.
you have. I've been drenched by you in the past, so it's just a feel. I feel like it's a thing that. I wish I didn't put the idea in your head. Is
Yeah.
what
Can
I'm
I
saying.
interest you in a dry rub? It's in the title. Let's get to what the Hallmark is. Where we
Somehow Tyler Shaw's on the podcast and Dry Robe has got more mentions than a Tyler Shaw
Wow.
Christmas. I'm just saying.
I think it's
Package deal.
I think it is a package deal. It's all good. I'm gonna go get one now. It's happening.
Yeah. He's also calling his agent. What happened?
What did you do?
How did I end up on this show?
did we sign some sort of deal with Driver? Let's get to what the Hallmark. It's where we ask any questions that we still have that we would like answers to regarding this movie. Brian, what are you still wondering about?
We did have a Yule log carry-on situation in one of the movies earlier.
Yeah,
the Carol for
Right,
Two.
the big pastry that they carried on.
That's
Yeah.
right, the giant pastry. And this one, she had the urn, and it was a very big urn. And I'm wondering, was this a pick that urn up in Ireland situation, or did she have a
Would she
nice,
carry the ashes
Yeah.
on if she did
she
that?
have an urn carry-on for
Yeah,
that bad boy?
yeah.
That thing was gigantic. So
They don't just
did
let you
she-
carry that on. You got to earn it.
you got to earn it.
Oh, nice, nice. Nice.
Wow. That was good. Slurp that right up.
You take it off that dry
I
rope, Fred?
love that. I loved it. Oh, man. Tyler, any questions that you're still wondering about?
Throughout the entire movie, like, does Sean live with his mom, or like, where does he?
He's Norman Bates from
That's a good
Psycho. I'm
question.
telling you, it's not. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
But I don't
didn't
know.
like. Yeah, if he's the whole, I can't remember what the town is called. If he's that guy, who runs that town,
Yeah.
Dunclair, like, shouldn't he have like a nice place?
Castle.
Yes,
Like,
a place.
why
to
don't we
live,
ever? Why don't we ever see
Where-
that? He's always
where you're
walking
not-
around there.
wearing people's skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly that, and I want to know what happens to Lamb Chop. Those
Yeah,
are the two
shout
things.
Well,
out.
lamb chop is my, and I'm not gonna bring up the lamp shop
You did?
idea. I
There you
can't
go.
even bring it up. I get so brought to tears about it. But the guy who owns Lamb Chop, what's his deal? Like, why doesn't he? He doesn't even try. Like, he leaves the door wide open for Lamb Chop, and you're asking for somebody to take him, or capitalize on his lamp abilities. I just don't know why that guy didn't even try. It seemed
Yeah.
reckless. It's like having a dog, and every day you let it out the front yard to go to the restroom and just be like, we'll see what happens. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you come knock on the door when you're back home. It just, you gotta keep eyes on that guy.
You
You
got
gotta,
to,
if
yeah.
you realize it's getting out, you
Eyes
gotta
on the
fix the
chop.
door.
Yeah.
Eyes on the chop. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So what's up with that guy is really
What's
what
up
I'm
with that
wondering.
guy?
I am convinced that he doesn't actually want Lamb Chop to come home.
Yeah.
I think he's just been like really pushing it out, hoping that it would never come back. Dan?
Yeah, I just want to know what the fine print said.
Dude, that's a great one.
In this listing. At the beginning of this movie, we have a listing for a cottage in Dunclair, Ireland, and he talks to her on the phone and he goes, I would make sure you read the fine print. And she's like, I blah, blah, blah. I'm coming. I'm buying it. Offers on the way. And we get there and she finds out the pictures aren't accurate. The place is in complete disrepair, and it's a historical landmark, and all the changes have to be approved by one specific person before they can be made. There's no way all of that was in the fine print. And his thing is, you should have read the fine print. Was that all listed in the fine print? Did it say
this house sucks?
this
Like,
house picture's
it's
not
an
indicative of
umbrella
house
statement.
condition, house historical landmark? You can't repair it without permit. Like this, it seems above and beyond a fine print situation to me. So I would love to see the fine print to see how much leeway was given to our leading man/murderer to just be like, hey, you should have read the fine print. That's mine.
I like that.
Yeah.
We did it, everybody. Congratulations to us. Tyler Shaw, thank you so much for joining us. Did you have fun? Do you regret it?
I don't regret it at all. I'm actually going to go watch more Hallmark movies now this year, just in case you guys invite me back. I'll be extra prepared.
Don't say it. It's a tradition, Tyler. You come on twice. And also, we're pretty much going to ask you every year because you've been a delight.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody where to find you on the socials and what to listen to?
Yeah, totally. Across all socials is just my name and music. So Tyler Shaw Music. And I've got a Tyler Shaw Christmas out right now. You can listen to it during the holidays.
Red vinyl.
Red vinyl.
Or just stream
On
it.
red
Yeah,
vinyl.
you could stream it.
There is, I should have mentioned this earlier. There actually is a green vinyl, and it's exclusive to, I don't know if you have it in the States, Indigo. You must have it down there.
I don't know anything about Indigo.
Okay,
Indigo.
never mind. It's a bookstore up here in Canada.
Ooh.
It used to be Chapters.
Okay.
Anyway,
Indigo
it's exclusive to them. But so you can, I don't know if that's available Indigo. I don't even know if it's indigo.com or indigo.ca. I'm not
on
sure.
it,
But
I'm on it right now.
Indigo.ca, yeah.
CA,
How about
yeah.
that?
Their
I mean, I
cameras.
wasn't gonna.
Well,
I mean, I kind of maybe I want both. Maybe I want to get my hands
Right
on
next to
both.
it, red and
There,
green.
exclusive green vinyl. Yeah,
Will they
there's a
s- will
red
they-
one and there's exclusive
that
green.
looks really
Will they
good.
ship it to us?
I wonder.
Let's see. Oh man, the picture
I don't
of you
know.
on the cover here,
Oh my
Tyler.
gosh,
look
look
at
at
you,
you.
stunning. This guy.
Goodness.
cheers. Thank you guys
Yeah,
so
for
much.
$34. That's a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 tracks though on the vinyl.
Oh, it says
Feel like there
notify
should
me,
be
so
more.
we can't get it just yet.
Notify
here, but
me.
notify me. So maybe one day we'll
All
be able to
right.
get
Sorry,
it.
we
Okay.
went down,
we went on a little bit of
rabbit
a detour.
Sorry.
Tyler, you're the best. Thank you.
You're
so
the
much,
best.
man.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. That's a blast.
And we're going to be listening to you all holiday season around the office, as we have been, because it's such a
Yes.
wonderful album. Thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to your version of the theme song next holiday
of
season.
course,
I think
yes.
that's
Of course,
gonna
yes.
that's gonna hit
For free. Yes,
really for
absolutely,
free for free. I believe is what it is.
€3.
Until then, we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.